Hey, welcome back. Let's talk about Girl Scouts. So I am here. My name is Kaylee, and I'm at the National Convention with some lovely ladies. We're going to go around the table and introduce ourselves and hear where we're from, and we're just going to have at it. So let's start here on my right.
Yes. Hi, I'm Sophia. I am from Girl Scouts of Eastern Missouri, and I'm an ambassador.
Oh, lovely.
Hi, I'm Natalie. I am from Girl Scouts of Kansas Heartland, and I am an ambassador.
Love it.
Hi, I'm Clementine. I'm from the Council of Central Texas, and I'm a cadet.
Awesome. So ladies, what would you like to talk about today? I just had a discussion with the girls that had left prior about swaps. I was talking to some young delegates yesterday, about the voting process and our proposals. What do you guys want to talk about? What do you look forward to? What's Girl Scouts mean to you? All that jazz. What do you think?
I mean, gold award stuff is pretty fun. Just award stuff in general is
You want to
great.
talk gold awards, ladies? Higher awards in general? Okay,
Yeah.
Who here has had their bronze?
Yeah,
All four
Yeah.
of us. Who here has had their silver?
I'm working on mine.
2. I had to skip it. And who here has had their gold award?
Working on it.
I'm working on it.
Working.
I'm on my silver award right
You're on your silver, so you're a cadet. You said?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, look, we're going to backtrack. Silver award. What are you and your troop thinking about doing for your silver award? What are you working towards?
Well, we did like a workshop thing with that just gave us ideas of stuff to do, but we haven't exactly started.
All right, ladies, let's start on my right. What are you going to do for your gold award? Are you thinking about it? Have you submitted it and you're in the process of, or where are you at?
I have the idea, and I'm getting the planning done, but I haven't officially gotten a mentor or anything yet. I'm planning to do a voting rights initiative for high school seniors, and just teach them how to vote, how it's important, how to research your candidates, just get educated in general.
I like it. I love it. I love that. You go, girl. All right.
So I am currently working on my gold award. I got approval about 2 months ago, and I am planning on putting up a bench at my high school to kind of give a memorial to current and former students who have gone through cancer, like how I did my freshman year.
Oh, wow.
To put up some sort of QR code that you can scan that is right next to the bench, so you can learn more about very common types of cancer, about the kind of cancer that I went through, and then just other cancers in general that are very common that people might not think are as common as they are. And just so people can learn more and get more educated about it, to help just bring awareness to cancer in general, because people don't really think about it until their family's affected by it. And
That's
to
true.
help people learn that what they say really affects someone, and to help them be more cautious about that, to just bring more awareness.
That's really insightful. I like that. I'm glad you're here with us today. That's
you.
really cool. Now, I'm just going to ask you about this bench really quick. Is it going to be similar to some of the other projects I've seen where if someone sits there and someone else comes, they can have a discussion about it? Or do you think it's going to be more of a place, maybe not of solitude and mourning, but more of a kind of a release in a thoughtful, calming space? How would you describe it? I know you want the bench to symbolize, but how would you want that surrounding area to make people feel, or how would the bench itself make others feel?
Well, so the area I'm planning it in is accessible by our students, so you can go to it throughout the day, because we have kind of our own academy sitting areas. So would be a nice outside option, and you can just kind of sit there. You can sit with people, you can sit alone, and it's just kind of a place to relax. And if you're wanting to learn more, that option is available with the QR code that will be near.
That's awesome. Our bronze award, we painted a mural in a rehab center. The walls were so white and boring that we made it a colorful landscape to bring a pop of color. And my gold award, I created a workshop for the negative effects of social media on men and women, trying to promote self-confidence and being able to spot filters and unrealistic beauty standards in society. So I think our higher awards are really important, and I really appreciate you guys coming out and talking with us today. And I know this was really short and sweet, but it was fantastic to hear from you. And I love ladies like you being able to put your best foot forward and bringing better change to the world. So we're gonna say our goodbyes, and I want you guys to say your name one last time, and we're gonna sound off.
I'm Clementine.
Natalie?
Sophia?
And this is Kaylee, and we'll hear from you soon. All right, let's talk Girl Scouts. I want you to say your name, your council, and then what level you are. And Mom, if you're a lifetime member or if you're an alum, you can mention all of that too.
Well, my name is Yvonne Marchione. I am from Citrus Council, originally from Southeast Council when I was a little girl. And I started off as brownie because daisies weren't invented yet. And I made it all the way to cadets, and then I ended up having to leave. And right now I'm a troop leader of 2 Juliets, and I'm about to lose one who's about to become an adult.
Oh, that's me.
Well, on paper, she has not become an adult.
Oh, no.
Not yet. All right, introduce yourself.
And I'm Angie. I'm from Citrus Council. I'm born and raised in Citrus Council. And I am an ambassador this is my last hour before bridging to adults.
Oh, this is going to be really special. There's going to be a lot of girls at that national bridging ceremony, and you get an extra patch.
Ooh.
I'm Gabriella. I'm also from Citrus Council, and I am bridging from cadet to senior.
Ooh, very special. All right, ladies, so I heard you really want to talk about your higher awards. Mom, just quick question. Did you get any higher awards?
We got a gold bar. We got a junior, there was a junior aid patch that we got, and then there was a gold bar that we got. And I still have my brownie sash and my junior sash, but that gold bar, I still don't remember what I got. But the patch that I am most proud of, I got in 1984.
Whoa.
When,
I'm kidding.
Because she's old.
when Epcot first opened.
Oh, that's a special patch.
And my troop came here to Central Florida, and we went to Epcot.
Well, that's hard
That's
to
pretty
make
cool.
fun of. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's too cool.
Exactly. Oh my goodness, my kids aren't going to make fun of me for one thing. We found
Take a
it.
picture.
You're still old, though.
All right, ladies. So Angie got her gold award recently. I was there for the In Her Honor ceremony that we had with Citrus Council. It was lovely.
Yes.
And Gabriella, are you working towards your silver award?
I'm working on my silver award, yes.
Awesome. Do you want to tell us a little bit about it before we ask Angie about her gold award too?
Yes. So my dad works at Lowe's Hotels in Universal, and the hotels get a lot of dog food from the people that stay there. They get it shipped to the hotel, but if they don't need it, it just stays at the hotel. So I thought, if it's just going to waste, why don't we make a collection so that it could go out to the shelters so they can get more food from the hotels.
Oh, that's smart.
So the service animals that come and stay at the hotel, sometimes the trips will change. The owners get sick.
Canceled, delayed,
Yeah, and
rescheduled.
my husband gets tons of these huge bags of very expensive dog food that come, and nobody claims them, and they just sit at the hotel. And Gabriella saw a need because she rescued her dog from a local shelter, and yeah.
Yeah, we like that. Round of applause.
Thank you.
Well, that sounds like a really cute silver award. How do you think that process is for a Juliet? A lot of these girls have that experience of getting their silver award as a group. What is that like as a Juliet?
Well, I feel it's the same because I still have my family cheering me on, and I can still tell my friends, and they understand. So
Okay, cool. Yeah, some
still have
of
the
these
support
girls,
system.
yeah, they feel intimidated to do it alone because as a silver award, you still get to do it as a group until you get to a gold award where it's very much independent. So I was just wondering what that's like if you felt any pressure doing it alone. But that's awesome that you've got that support system.
I think that's the main reason we became Juliets. We work much better independently in our own group. So
I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear you. And sometimes having a troop isn't for everybody, and that's why I really like Juliets. And honestly, had Juliets been around when I was a Girl Scout, I graduated 10 years ago, and I had a 4 or 5 year. Don't you play that button, bro. I had a 4 or 5 year hiatus where I wasn't in Girl Scouts, and I was like, man, I really miss Girl Scouts. If there were Juliets, I would have happily done it by myself. I wouldn't have even needed my mom. I would have been like, oh, I did this. Check, 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 check. Yep, got this one. Then check, 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 check. I would have done it. I would have loved to.
That's how they do a lot of their patches, and it helps also that both girls are homeschooled.
See that when I talk to new families and they're like, well, what is Juliet's? My daughter's homeschooled, and I'm like, oh, this is perfect. It gets supplement the academics when you're at home, and you can meet other Juliettes online and go to like the Orlando Science Center together or something, or go to the park and all that jazz.
That's
love
exactly
it.
what we did. That's funny you said that.
Yeah, see, that's how Juliettes do it. So I love this. Gabby, tell me a little bit more, or Angie, Gabby, I'm looking at Gabriella. Angie, tell me a little bit more about your Gold Award.
Well, my first award got shot down completely and was one of the only ones that my friends have ever heard of getting shot down.
Oh, no.
But
like an adamant no, like absolutely not, do not do this?
Yeah, I think it was a misunderstanding, a big misunderstanding. And I'm not going to get into it because I'm really proud of the actual award I got. I'm really, this is like the first award that I can just stand behind. That's why my mom's so sick of me talking about it, because I can stand behind this award. I enrolled in, I had dual enrollment last summer, and I enrolled in an ASL course.
Oh, I'm taking that right now. I just finished it.
Oh, fun. Isn't it awesome?
Yeah.
It's so much fun. Something to motivate the students to get into it and like want to learn it. My teacher played a bunch of videos and everything, and one of them was a police officer talking to a deaf man who he pulled over, and they couldn't communicate. And my classmates were blaming the police officer, saying, "Oh, well, he should be trained. He should be da da da." And I'm like, as my dad is a retired law enforcement, and I asked him, like, they're not trained for this? They're not? No, there's nothing of that. So I'm thinking that's kind of silly, and I want to help my family, because my family's a blue family. So any police officer is practically family to us. So I wanted to do something for my family, the police officers, and with ASL. So I made these booklets that have simple ASL symbols. They had the alphabet for quick glance, quick reference, simple signs like help and assistance and everything, and well, that's a synonym for help, but still. I know. I talked about it all day. I don't need you to tell me what I need to say. Okay, I got this. Excited. Been mentoring zone all day for this. All right, Mom, I got this. And it also had simple pictures to point at. So license, registration, I need help, I need an ambulance, I need this. And then it also, I took in consideration what the police departments actually wanted. And they said that they like writing down their ideas. Just to put it plainly, boom, this is what I need. So I included a kind of dry erase area in the back because it was laminated. And I added a marker so that I could actually fit their specific needs that they wanted. And right now in Central Florida, 4 police departments are using my booklets, and I still am...
correction, that's 5. That would be 5 police departments.
Wow.
Thank you.
That's really cool, though. See, I really like it where, I mean, the whole point of a Gold Award is it's supposed to be sustainable after you've walked away from it, right? So mine was a workshop. Technically, I left a booklet behind, but nobody's used it or touched it since, I know for a fact. Aww. But I really like this because this is actually like productive and useful and beneficial. I took ASL this summer at Valencia, and I've always wanted to take ASL, and I finally was like, you know what, I'm going to take it this summer. Yeah. I asked my professor before I came here because I had to miss class. I missed the last day of class to be here. I didn't have an option. So I asked her weeks prior at the beginning of our class, I was like, how would you say Girl Scout? Like, do I spell that out? Is that a sign? But my professor didn't know. Do you know what it is?
Yeah, girl and then scout.
Yeah, it's 3 fingers like you would for the promise and law, but you hold it kind of like a salute for those who are listening.
And then a girl is like a bonnet.
Yeah, the girl is like a bonnet, so you drag your thumb from your jaw to your chin on your right side, or if you're left-hand dominant, you just drag it down. So it's Girl Scout, but I don't even know if you pull it out. I think you just keep it there.
I think, you just keep
Girl
it. I saw,
Scout.
I saw
and I was watching it. It's like, oh, there it is.
Well, if anybody listening wants to actually see my kind of Gold Award in action, I want to make sure that this didn't get turned down. This was accepted automatically. So to further my sustainability, I made a YouTube video, and it's on there. And I gave the link to police departments because I also run out of money.
Oh,
and I wasn't able. So so I just started sending out the link. Like, if you want this, here you go. There's all the, and it had the simple signs and the alphabet and everything. So.
That is so cool.
Thank you.
Now, Gabriella, I don't want you to feel excluded. When you look at Angie's project, is there anything that you see that she has done or didn't do, and you're like, you know what, I really want to do XYZ instead, or I also want to do ABC? Is there anything that you would...
I can actually add in that Angie is Angie gets her ideas, they fall into her lap a lot of the times.
That happens.
Her gold award, it fell into her lap because we have a homeschool classroom, and I came into the room, and Angie was just finishing up her ASL class, and she was livid, saying they were blaming the police and they didn't have the tools that they needed. And I was like, well, that's a problem. They don't have the tools, and she goes, wait a second. So it hit her that way.
Like a light bulb.
Yeah.
Yes. Gabriella, I believe when she does come up with her gold, she's had some ideas, but everything seems to kind of focus around, and as homeschoolers, I pay attention to what she studies. Gabriella's very driven towards just abolishing any kind of injustice. Anything that is, we started learning about World War II, and all I really wanted her to grasp was the Axis powers and the Allied powers, and that's all I wanted her to understand until she discovered the Holocaust.
Oof.
4 years we studied the Holocaust.
Oh, yeah.
We watched movies. We went to the Holocaust museums. We got so into it because she says, Mommy, how can somebody exist like this? And then we got into the Civil War, and how can humans, treat other humans like this?
Oh,
and
she wants to add into
And
it.
I also really shouldn't be saying this, but Angie went up to the space station and she was telling the lady that worked there, my sister's like so obsessed with this. And I really only like it because of the movie Hidden Figures.
Oh, I do like
the
that
space
movie.
station booth. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm like, I didn't go to space. I don't know what you're talking about, but like, it's cool if you think that.
but women's rights, any just rights, and any kind of human rights being violated makes her brain shut
awesome.
down.
That's why she's such a dedicated Girl Scout. And when she sees this silver,
Exactly.
gold, bronze award, she doesn't just think, oh, I want to earn this award. She's like, how can I change the entire world in one project?
That's what Girl Scouts is about.
That's
Yeah.
the struggle she goes through.
That's awesome, though.
She wants to change
What a
the
struggle.
world.
I almost got my master's in global social justice, but the pandemic said otherwise. So that's on hold.
There's your global justice.
Yeah, I almost got it in global social justice. We'll have to talk about that another time. We're going to have to wrap it up. The Hall of Experience is closing on this Friday. We are kind of bummed that this was short but sweet, but I really want to appreciate you guys coming and joining us, having an opportunity to talk about your awards, award in progress, award earned, and being able to have such a cool mom. She's a cool mom, being able to be there every step of the way, and you can't say she doesn't love you. So
I know.
I adore them.
Alrighty, ladies. Well, thank you again. Let's all say our names one last time. We'll go around. We're going to start on the end. Actually, we're going to go opposite way. So, Gabriella, sign us off.
It's Gabriella. Bye.
This is Angie signing out. Goodbye. Thank you.
And this is Yvonne. Thank you so much for listening to my children.
And this is Kaylee, and we'll hear you next time. We're going to go around the table and introduce ourselves. I would love to hear your name, which council you're from, and what level you are. Mom, if you were a Girl Scout, let us know. And we're going to start from this side. What's your name?
My name is Juna.
What council are you from?
Shore to shore.
Shore to shore? What level are you?
I'm a junior.
You're a junior?
I just went into a junior. I just bridged.
Oh, you just bridged. Congratulations. That's awesome. All right, here we go.
Hi, my name is Kalia. I'm from northern New Jersey.
Oh.
And I'm an ambassador Girl Scout, and I've been Girl Scout since kindergarten.
Oh, that's awesome. Congrats.
Hello there. I'm a Girl Scout alumni. My name is Lucy Joswick, and I went all the way up through seniors before they had ambassadors.
And we're from Shore to Shore?
I am from Michigan, Shore to Shore.
Shore to Shore. I love that. I like the name of that. Shore to Shore. Alrighty, ladies. So, anybody here a delegate?
I'm a delegate.
You're a delegate. All right. Tell us what you thought about your delegate experience with NCS. How would you describe it to someone who might not be a Girl Scout?
Yeah, it was definitely very interesting to me because I've never experienced something like that. And just like walking in and seeing all those people and how grand it was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, even just like the way we voted and like how we discussed, everything was just super well organized, and I was really impressed. And I was also one of the co-presiding officers, so I also got to experience a little behind the scenes.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I like it. I like it. Ladies, what did you guys think? Were you observers?
We are guests of the new president, who was one of my Girl Scouts. And so the new president, Naran Khan, was a girl when I was a leader.
Oh, see, that's extra special.
It really
that's
is.
so nice. Well, do you want to talk about that a little bit more? Maybe we can segue from our NCS discussion. I would love to hear about your connection with this new president. Did you guys get to go backstage, meet the former
no.
president?
We really just got the front row treatment, I would say, was
Ooh,
our,
okay.
yes, not backstage. But I mean, I met Naran Khan when she was 14 years old, I believe, and she had joined a program that they discussed on stage, which makes me so proud that I was leading, called Face It. And that was a multi-generational peer mentoring program where girls created workshops, they were senior Girl Scouts then, created workshops for younger girls based on social issues. And as you can tell with what Naran is really standing for, that really stuck with her, and
sounds like
stuck
it.
with all of us. It was really foundational for my Girl Scout experience.
Yeah.
I also was a part of that program when I was a high school girl, and it's just honestly an honor to know that I had any small fraction of building the woman that she is today.
That is so cool. Did you get to meet the new president?
I did. I got to meet her when we had like lunch together.
Oh, that's really cool too. Wow. Okay, so I'm going to segue a little bit. So how would Mom over here, how would we describe Girl Scouts then versus now? So growing up when you were a Girl Scout versus when you were a troop leader versus maybe now. Are you still a troop leader? You're still a troop leader.
I'm a troop leader for Juna over there in her Brownie Junior troops.
Oh, see, I would love to hear growing up what you think, and then I would love to hear what it feels like now. So, Mom, go ahead.
Yeah, well, I was a Girl Scout in the 80s, and so I would say that the uniforms have evolved so much from the brown and green. Oh, yeah, for the better. From the brown and green polyester. Yeah, attire I'm not exactly proud as right now. Juna gets to go to a store and pick out
fashionable accessories.
Yeah, that you'd feel proud wearing. And so I think that's a really important part of listening to girls and their identity. But really what has evolved is the social issues, as I've been watching that from when I was a girl all the way through my teen years was when Girl Scouts started to come up with something called social issues for girls. And so this was long before Journeys, folks. I'm an older individual. But they were workbooks that were really focused on issues such as sexism, racism, gender equity. And in the 1990s, that was pretty controversial for Girl Scouts to do such a thing. But for me, that was what made me into who I am, and is honestly what saved my Girl Scout experience. I think if it would have been the continuous of camping and cookies, which I loved, I would have probably lost interest in high school, and so having something that was really passionate and transformative was essential for me and so many other girls to stay engaged and honestly really feel like we were making the world a better place.
I love
what
that.
It's all about. So as a leader, it has evolved to have so many more things. I'm understanding journeys. We didn't have a bronze award when I was.
It's a handful.
Yeah, and so just knowing that Juna, my daughter, has the opportunity to go over something big now in terms of her bronze, where I did not. It was just the gold when I was growing up. So
you get to be there every step of the way.
Right, yeah.
Haley, I'd love to hear your experience. What would you think? You said you've grown up through it, right?
Yeah, I've grown up through it, and I've actually been in 2 different troops because for middle school I went to a different school, and so I was in that troop. And I definitely thought the 2 troops were very different in their own ways, especially like how the leaders ran everything and how I guess the girls worked together with each other. And like growing up throughout it, I've seen the girls gain more like passion for like different topics that they're interested in for their silver and their gold awards. So
that's really
I think that's really awesome.
Wow. Well, I know you said you just bridged to being a junior over here.
Yes, I did.
So what's your experience so far in the last few years?
Well, it's my 5th year being a Girl Scout.
Congrats.
I'm really happy for being a Girl Scout for a long time. And I just love to be with all the other Girl Scouts. Just have some time with them.
That's awesome. I love that. For me, This last year, 2022, was my 20th year of Girl Scouts. I'm only 28. I feel a bit old myself, but so that was my 20th year anniversary, I guess you could say, because I started when I was 8 years old. I was a brownie, and I had a little bit of an interesting Girl Scout experience. Elementary school and the first couple years of middle school, we were gung-ho, and then it kind of lost its popularity in middle school, unfortunately, where a lot of girls kind of dip. But I loved Girl Scouts so much. I had so many women around me that were Girl Scouts. My babysitter growing up was a Girl Scout. So fast forward, I had a bit of a hiatus, but come high school, one of the girls on my bowling team, she was like, hey, I got to leave practice a little bit early, got a Girl Scout meeting. And I was like, oh man, I really miss Girl Scouts. And for those listening on the podcast, I'm going to give a visual, but like my friend's mom kind of just like literally slid in and she was like, I'm a troop leader. Do you want to join my troop? And I was like, oh yeah. And I had to rush through my Gold Award project, but it was so worth it. Well, ladies, it's going to be phenomenal tonight. So I really appreciate you guys coming. We're going to go back through the table. I want you to guys say your name, and we're going to wave goodbye, and we're going to wrap it up. Thank you again. This was nice.
Thank you. This is Lucy saying bye.
This is Kalia. Bye.
This is Trina. Bye.
This is Kaylee. Have a good one. We'll wave goodbye.